Good evening, and thank you for watching Live Free on Live Vision Network. Before the show starts, we have just a few announcements. Pastor Latoya has upcoming dates of empowerment this month. If you are interested in booking Pastor Latoya for empowerment, please call us at 910-408-2463. Are you in the startup process of your business, new to the area, or just need help rebranding? Contact Block 4D Branding, Coaching, and Business Consulting, where they specialize in taking you from a dream to reality. Have you missed the morning worship, devotionals, and inspirational sessions? Well, we've heard you, and we are excited to announce that Coffee with Pastor Latoya will be coming back to mornings. There are more details coming soon, so keep watching. Would your church like to host a Live Free Talk Tour? If so, please contact us at 910-408-2463 for more information. This concludes our announcements. Thank you for watching News You Can Use. Enjoy the show.
I'm so excited that you're here watching with us this week. You know, I'm always excited about the guests that we have here at the Live Free Talk Show. This is our first week doing the Live Free Talk Show. Are you excited about how we have grown from the kitchen table? Remember that? Then we went from the kitchen table to my office, from my office to the backyard, from the backyard, and now we're standing in the church, and from the church now we're in the studio and we're doing Live Free Talk Show, and I am overwhelmed and excited about where this journey is going to take us. And today I have an amazing guest that is also a visionary, a dreamer, but so many other things, and I'm going to let him tell you more about him. Is Andrew Richards. It's nice to see you. You know, they call him Drew Love. You know, that's what they call him. So tell us a little bit more about you. Come on and give us your bio, your resume. What can we expect from you?
Well, I started out making music. I used to do rap and R&B, and I fell in love with doing music videos, and then once I started doing videos, I tried to try something different with this whole film series thing.
Okay. So now you said you started out in music, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so you started out in rap.
Yes, ma'am.
So you wrote your own music when you did rap.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, give me some of your lyrics real quick.
No. Almost.
I see you did that quick, and then you said no. So tell me about your web series. I'm pretty excited about your web series. I went and checked it out, and you have 176 subscribers and 4,000. And you told me really you started out with 600, 700 viewers, but now we're up to 4,000 viewers.
Yes, ma'am.
On each show.
Almost on each show, at least 2,000.
You were hitting some good numbers from when I looked at it.
Yeah, for the subscribers, yeah.
So now how does it feel to start out as, you know, an inspiring musician and a rapper, and you play with a little bit, you dabble with some videos, and then you say, hey, I think I got a story to tell.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's kind of weird now to like people talking about the show or coming up to me about it, because I don't feel like I've really done anything yet for the people to react the way they do.
Well, let's start here. You've done something. You've done something because a lot of people they're sitting on their couches right now. They're sitting there looking on their phones at us, and guess what? They haven't moved on their dream. You've moved on your dream. You took the risk. How was it to go from it's an idea, and then you said, let's just try? Did you get nervous? Did you get scared? Or
No.
So then what did you do?
I just did it. I feel like with anything, as long as I just like with music, I recorded my own music. I didn't want to have to wait on studio time. I wanted to record at my own pace, so I taught myself how to record music. Same thing with video. I watched people and then taught myself how to do video. So with this, it was just like, as long as I got the camera, and do what I want to do.
So you said, okay, here, this is my idea, and then where did the story come from? Where did these stories come from?
Well, the goal was at first to write a book.
Okay.
Number two, I'm sorry, write a second book.
Okay.
And it was going to be City Limits. And then the goal after that was to make a movie.
Okay.
So I just skipped the whole process and said
let's just do the movie.
Yeah.
And then it says, well, now let's turn it into a web series. And now, how did this web series pretty much go viral here in Wilmington? And we have 4,000 viewers on this web series. How did that happen?
Just around it. What happened, I guess, when we were shooting, we actually came into the studio and we were filming a scene. And Jamie, he took a picture of us and I put it up. And I put it up a few months earlier than when we were going to release it, and just had hype just from that picture and had people anticipating it.
Really?
Yeah, it was just a picture.
It started with just a picture?
Yeah.
And it got this buzz? So did you have to move quicker, and
A lot quicker.
Did you expect that, okay, now everybody is going to be expecting something from you from now on?
Yeah.
So now that you've got this web series out and it is pretty much picking up success, you got momentum going on in now your career. What are you going to do now?
Well, we're working on season 2. We've gotten a couple of surprise celebrity appearances for season 2 right now, and hopefully after this season we can get it picked up by somebody. So we're trying to go all out for this season.
Well, there's no hopefully. We always say what you want.
Yeah.
And you believe what you say.
I believe it.
So you're gonna get it picked up. So you're gonna start working on getting it picked up by a television network, right?
Yes.
And so now, I know that you said that you always like to give every show or every show will have a theme or a moral to the story. What can we see the difference will be on this episode now, this season 2?
This time around, the stories will get a lot deeper, feel more in tune with what's going on at your own home and stuff like that. I just wanted to get deeper with the story. And now we started the first season, we did like 15 to 20 minute episodes. So now we're going to try to bump it up to about 30 to 45 to actually give time to tell the story and go in a little more detail. Amazing. So, we talked earlier. So what is your motivation for doing what you do now? Just having fun first, and then, creating. I love creating. Even if it's just a brand new idea, I just love creating, no matter how it turns out. Yeah. So I'm learning that you're probably the who's who to watch here in Wilmington. Maybe? You think you might be a trendsetter? I don't know. However they take it. You are such a humble guy, and okay. I respect that. And so you're just going, no, I'm just creating, and we'll see what happens next. Yeah. Now, who is your inspiration when it comes to film? I love John Singleton. Huge John Singleton fan. I love some Spike Lee, and of course Will Smith is my favorite actor. So I kind of keep it that tight knit. I don't really have too many people. Okay. So what is your most favorite Will Smith film? Ironically, I love I Am Legend. Really? Yeah. I really love that movie. What about I Am Legend that you love so much? Just the story about it, and it's just him, and you get to see every little emotion and how he just took control of the film. I can see that. I can see why you can't pull off a film like that. No, I can see why you would love that, because it is just him. It is just him, and he keeps you intrigued and engaged the whole entire time. So you would say I Am Legend is your favorite Will Smith film. Yeah. Now, what is your favorite John Singleton film? My favorite John Singleton film, Boys in the Hood, Higher Learning, those two. Okay, Boys in the Hood. That's one of my favorites. Boys in the Hood was pivotal for me, but
You're a little bit younger than I am, so why is it your favorite? Because it tells us a lot about your artistry, and what we could probably expect from you later.
Because I think that just this, you can relate to it, and that story is still going on today. It's going on around here in my
Right.
city, so it's always going to be relatable
Yeah.
years and years down the line.
Yeah. So you're more so a writer and a filmmaker that gives voice to those who don't have voice, pretty much.
Yes, ma'am. I
I
try
love
to.
I love it. I love it. Now, I hear that you've dabbled a little bit in writing books. And you have a book, and I want you all, if you're watching us, I want you to go get his book. Tell them about your book a little bit more.
The book is called 100 Days to Get Through. It's on Amazon, and it's basically a daily motivational book. You just open it up and read a little quote, and there's space at the bottom for you to write how you feel about it. Just your personal diary and things like that. So just to get them through the day.
I love it. Like we talked about earlier, I love that the book is like your Facebook post, and it gives them the privacy to really authentically respond to what you really said. Because normally you post something that intrigue emotions or cause people to say, I want to know more on Facebook, and so they inbox you or say, can you, that really blessed me, or that motivated me, or that made me feel some type of way. But now they can write it and go on their personal journey.
Right.
Was that your idea for that book?
It was for me, really.
Okay.
Because of a lot of stuff I was dealing with my fiance being in a hospital all the time, and just seeing what she had to go through. So I had to find a way to motivate myself to be strong for her. And then once I started doing that, just posting on Facebook and getting the responses, I decided to just put it all on paper and let them get it on Amazon.
Well, we want you to go get that book. Tell them the name of that book one more time.
100 Days to Get Through.
100 Days to Get Through. So those of you that are really trying to process things or trying to eliminate anything in your life or manage or endure, I think this is a book that you want to go get. Now, you spoke of a fiance.
Yes, ma'am.
I hear wedding bells.
Yeah.
So when are we getting married?
Hopefully in the spring of next year.
Okay. So hopefully in the spring of next year, this great artist will be getting married. And you have this wonderful daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about her.
She's me. She's very creative. Her imagination is just, you can give her a rock and she'll play with that rock. She'll come up with all kinds of scenarios and things like that. She's just amazing.
Wow. Well, I'm excited about meeting you. And I look forward to really talking to you more so we can keep our guests and our people that are watching following your work because it's amazing. I told you I know Ian Davis that is playing Calvin on City Limits, and you're telling a story, and it really captivates your attention. And I can't wait to see you go in a little deeper.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So now, what are your goals after City Limits, and let's say we're on a network, and what can we see you dreaming to do next?
I want to do at least a few movies, but I definitely want to do another film series.
Okay.
Totally different from City Limits, but another film series.
Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing you do that. Thank you for coming on Live Free.
So
so could you give them something inspirational about living free and doing your dream and your vision?
Just go for it. Just go for it. That's the only thing you can do is go for it.
Don't hold back.
No.
So listen, we're gonna have him come back, but I have an amazing guest that's coming up in one moment, which is this woman. I'm in love with her, Tanya Fermin, and she's amazing. So she's coming, but both of them are gonna coach you on jumping and taking that jump into your dream. You see, he didn't have any hesitation, and I want to talk to them more about that together. So if you could keep your eyes right here, Tanya Fermin is coming next, okay? Thank you. So tell me, how did you get into this film thing?
As a gift to my husband for 15-year anniversary. He's an actor, and he likes being behind the scenes. And I said, I went ahead and put us both in for Under the Dome as extras. So that was my first time being an extra on the film, and I sat there for hours and I watched what they did, and I was like, well, I don't want to sit here all this time, so I used that time, all those hours. If you're gonna get paid, you might as well do something.
Right.
And I used that for writing.
Wow.
And then one of the days they said we need a stand-in, and I looked like one of the actresses, so they're like, "Would you do stand-in?" I said, "Yes."
Yeah.
I've been seeing what they've been doing all this time, and then for the next 2 years, I just did stand-in work.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was
Wow.
a utility
Wow.
stand-in for Sleepy Hollow.
Okay. Okay. I remember that.
Any movie that came to town, all the casting directors knew that they had to go to stand-in.
So now, after you go into I'm standing in, how do you get to filmmaking?
Now, the stand-in part was very cool because I really got to talk to a lot of the crew.
Okay.
Now, you're not supposed to bug the crew, but after a while, you're sitting there so many hours, and like, well, what do you do? And you know what? People like to talk about themselves.
They do.
So when they would tell me everything that they did, it was the best learning experience I could have had on a set. Because I'm behind the camera, a lot of times standing right next to the cameraman, and he's telling me, and they don't mind imparting their wisdom. So I had a lot of great camera people tell me, what was going on behind the scenes. Then I started writing scripts as I was doing the standing work, because that was even more waiting, a little less than extras, but I was able to do, the right, uninterrupted, just waiting for the name to be called.
So did you always know, okay, I'm going to write movies?
I always knew I wanted to write.
Okay.
So I first started out with songwriting.
Okay.
Then, I dabbled in writing a book. I dabbled in screenwriting, and but this was the right time. It happened at the exact right. Even living in LA, living in San Francisco, that wasn't obviously the right time. Lived there about 12 years, and it didn't happen until I came to Wilmington.
So now you said it's just the right time. So that means you lived prior to going into your vision in life. How was that making that transition? Because I want to kind of talk about how was it making that transition a little bit.
It was hard.
Okay.
It was hard not having that steady income come in. Because I've been in management since I was 16. We talked about it.
We talked about that.
Yeah. My schoolmates would be going to dances or going out on a date, and I'm like, I gotta close the store tonight, guys. So it's different. I was always focused on being in management, and right when I got out of school, I traveled because the company I was with would always give me opportunity to go somewhere and open up a new store. So for 8 years, I don't know if you remember Sam Goody, Musicland.
Yeah.
I worked for them for about 8 years, and they allowed me to travel whenever opening up new stores, and I was focused on that. And then I went to Best Buy for almost 10 years, and then a couple other companies as human resource manager and training manager.
Okay. Now you said something about you had written songs too, and so I want to talk a little bit about that. Because as family, they hear you sing and you're a songwriter. Did they think that would be where you would end up going?
Probably, because they thought I was going to go to college for journalism. And that changed. Yeah. And I was like journalism with a minor in music probably, and that changed. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be a business person. And they saw me just traveling everywhere, and my parents said they never take a vacation because they knew every year and a half I would be somewhere new. So they were able to see all the places too. They would come visit.
Yeah. Okay.
So I traveled up down East Coast and then went to the West Coast, and they were able to just come and visit all those places.
Oh, amazing.
So, when I came here, the thing about Wilmington is, unfortunately, there's not the industry. They don't have the hubs.
Yeah.
Where I was able to go, they would have a district office, and Wilmington just didn't have a district office to be in.
Beautiful. So now, Mommy is a writer, and she's getting ready to do movies.
Yes.
And our first project is what?
The Arrangements.
Okay. How did we come up with The Arrangements?
Well, I've always known that I was going to write a story about my grandmother.
Okay.
It's always her love story with my grandfather. They were married for 50 years, almost 50 years, and they eloped. So it's in 1937.
Okay.
So she told me that story every day, some portion of the story, especially when I moved back home in 2004 to be here in Wilmington. Every day I heard those stories of their love story. So I always knew this is a story I'm writing, especially when she was in hospital. She had never been sick, 96 years old, never had any extended stay in a hospital. So when she had this heart attack, everyone was actually taken off guard.
Right.
That at 96, she was in the hospital because she'd never been. And I was asking her all these questions about, and she's like, what are you doing? And I said, Grandma, I'm going to make a movie about your life. She said, that's great. She said, just don't put her picture in the paper.
Right.
You know, I was like, okay, I won't put your picture in the paper. And then they said she would never leave the hospital. But don't you know, in 3 days, they said, you want to go home? Because she said, I want to go home. And in 3 days, she went home. And we did in-hospice care. And she died about 3 weeks later, but she died at home, peaceful.
Wow.
And then as we were making the arrangements, while she was still with us, we were making arrangements to say, hey, the hospice says that we have to do this. And the conversation around that table was so funny about how my mother thought, about how my aunt thought, about how I thought. It became a short film.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
So now you have this short film, and how long did it take you to get this thing written?
It was so based on a true story. It didn't take any time to write it.
Okay.
Because it was actually what we were saying, and it was so funny what my aunt was saying. All the things that are in the movie is what my aunt said. She was like, what if the zombies come? And I would look at her like, did you just say zombies?
Yeah.
You know, what if she has a claw up the casket? I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah.
You know? And then my mother was like, I don't want to talk about it. You know, it's not going to happen. So all those things I wanted to tell people, hey, don't be afraid to make these arrangements and what we went through and, you know, how it will resolve itself.
Okay.
And she had already she had everything. She had paid for everything.
They do, though. They have everything. I remember my grandmother passed, and she had everything planned and prepared, and just and she even had it down to our breakfast.
Oh, my goodness.
She had our breakfast already prepared for us.
See?
And we're going, how did she know? But she knew that it was time for her to go. So now here you go. You've written out arrangements and you have the screenplay, the film.
The script.
You have the script, and now where are we taking this?
Now I see on WWAY, I see local television, I see this African American short films. Actually, my mother saw it, and she says, your film could be on TV. And I was like, okay. And then she said, come check this out. She made me look at it. And I looked at it, and I'm like, my film could be on TV. And I had just gone through surgery, so I was laid up in bed for a few weeks. And I was having my plan. I sat there with my laptop, and I submitted it to television as well as film festivals, about 10 film festivals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what happens?
We got email. Like I said, it went to spam first. I checked my spam, and it says, we would like to include this in next year, you know. And we're like, for real?
Right.
You want to have it on TV.
Yeah.
And it took a while for that to sink in, that was my first film.
Yeah.
And it was going to be on television. And we submitted to the film festivals and got, you know, picked up for the film festivals, and it's screened all in North Carolina and in LA.
Yeah.
Black Hollywood. Yes.
Yeah. And so now it's in LA, and you did the 90 days where
90 days, 90 plus stations across the United States, 90 major stations. So it's you know, ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS, all of those television stations who picks up the show.
And what was the response?
It's been very favorable.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
It's getting them through. So
Congratulations. So now, if you could say someone in the industry, what is your inspiration in this industry? Who is your inspiration?
Shonda Rhimes.
That's yeah. I can see it.
I know. I'll be like, stalker. I'm gonna be you, Shonda.
I can see it though.
From Grey's Anatomy and Private Practice, and you see all the characters and how she develops those characters, and you're shocked if they die and you cry. Doesn't mean that she makes you cry because you feel for these characters.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. You feel as if you know them. By the time she gets done and the writers on the staff get done writing, you're going, no.
Yeah,
where are they going? You know,
want to be mad at her, but you don't even know her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scandal, I was like that. I mean, I had to sit down with Scandal, and I had to see it constantly. And so, Shonda Rhimes, I can see
Shonda
that.
Rhimes.
I can
Yes.
see that. I can
Love
see
it.
you going there. So now, there is another film.
Mm-hmm.
There
It's
is.
a pilot, yes.
It's a pilot. It's a series.
Yes.
It's a TV
For a
series.
TV series. Mm-hmm.
And it's Hey On.
Hey On.
Now tell us about Hey On.
So Hey On is a supernatural drama about a little girl who has supernatural abilities, and the people who are trying to find her and extort these type of abilities to their game.
I'm already excited about Hey On because I looked at the trailer and those of you that are watching, you will see the trailer. I looked at the trailer and I'm going, okay, so I want more. I want more right now. Right now. Come on, Tanya. I want more now. So, when can we expect to have more?
We hope soon. We're in the final editing stages. You know, we're seeing exactly what's worked. We're going to do some test audiences very soon in the next few weeks.
Okay,
to
good.
See exactly what is working and what is connecting.
Okay.
Because it's a series that goes through centuries. And that's the thing. There's some characters who have lived for hundreds of years, so we want to make sure. And some of them are based upon true characters, so we want to make sure we tell this right story. And a lot of it is biblically based. You'll see there's a lot of references.
Yeah.
A lot of references. So
I can't wait to see how you spin that out. Because of course, this show is based on a relationship with God and really being able to build life based on your relationship with God and just to see how you're going to take that biblical reference and bring it to life. Now, okay, I've been kind of watching and kind of reading up on you, and so I hear that you was with Wilma.
yes, we were on the Wilmington Women to Watch. Us Wilmington to Watch. I don't know. I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, well, we're watching you.
Watching
We're watching. You were. This is what they said, and I always keep my cue cards here. It says one of Wilma's women to watch, and you are a woman to watch. Like I tell you, you're my motivation every morning when it comes to really building this vision and moving forward in what God is telling me to do and what He's calling me to do. Don't quite know where we're going, but we're gonna get there. He definitely knows. Thank God he knows. Yeah. Now, WWAY also had you up there, and tell me a little bit more about that.
Right. We were in Wilmington has a great Black Film Festival. So they did an interview with me for Extraordinary Person of the Week, and we talked about the film being at the Black Film Festival in Cucalouras. And then they just did an update because the film was shown, the arrangements was shown on WWAY.
Wow.
So they rehashed the interview, so that was really nice.
Wow. Now, do you think that anybody can have their life stream or vision?
Only if they go after it. If you're gonna sit in your living room and just write and you're not gonna do anything about it, then
it's not gonna come to you.
Yeah, nobody's gonna knock on your door and say, "Hey, you in there writing?"
Yeah, you know.
You in there singing?
No, they're not.
If not, you better run because somebody just coming to your door out the,
No. And so a lot of times, if you watch different ones and they're going, "Well, it didn't happen for me." Do you believe? Do you believe it just doesn't happen for someone?
Yeah, it may not be their time. But if they don't try,
then
they let themselves down.